Hey,
it was like a.
That was so graceful.
Just a majestic bird.
It really was.
Make sure I have
It was
that.
pretty impressive.
Coming down for a landing.
We got a lot of our brands hidden.
We do. You can't touch anything.
You got to have a vape cam.
No. Vape. Anyway.
What's a vape?
So you're running this show.
Yes, I am.
This show, bro.
Thank you for tuning in to Small Town Famous. We know you should have better things to do on ABC and NBC, but we appreciate you for tuning in. Welcome to Small Town Famous, or We Are Small Town Famous. This is episode 106, Jordan. Man. Coming up on the show, debate Anal-sis, Romy's very interesting story, Lakers win an asterisk, and what the heck big tech, and a ton more. Plus we have headlines, we got rapid fire, and I think we're going to hang up on a friend. And of course,
I'm ready for that one.
We want all of you to be involved. So if you don't mind, you can, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And you see my new controls here. There it is. Subscribe button. And go ahead and start commenting away. I already see that a lot of you are. And tag a friend, bring them on in here because we got a lot to discuss. We have a lot to get through.
Well, you didn't do your call to action, so you're.
I did.
Let's go, producer man.
Okay.
Call to action.
Call to action. Share this video.
You're the official call to action.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, do it, man.
Social media.
Gotta be scared of it.
There's your call to action right there. Facebook. You see, if you're watching on Facebook, you know what to do. Go ahead, start commenting away, like this video, and yeah, we got a little angle there. Yeah, we're covering up some comments. But anyway, we're back and we are ready to go.
Apparently, Biden is being coddled while Trump is being challenged.
Well, that's kind of what we thought.
Wow.
19 days away from the election, and we're competing with 2 town halls going on right now. Texas in the house, Ron.
Man, I sure need to figure out
Yeah,
the live stream.
Biden's on ABC, Trump's on NBC, and we're competing with both of them. I think we can beat Biden, but Trump is going to be a little bit tougher. Why are they? This was all because of the debate fell through. And now they're doing the town halls, and you were actually down there watching. So give us your analysis right now.
I think I was watching some Fox News before I got here, and apparently there is this huge behind-the-scenes network battle going on right now between ABC and NBC, and the folks at ABC are not happy right now.
Well, you see everybody on social media, all the left-wing pundits were like, this is a travesty, because I think they were afraid of the ratings side of it.
It is the ratings.
And I think NBC's trying to do it, obviously, to kind of jab at ABC. But I think it's also a test the water mark, because the polls have been so you can't really exactly trust them. So I think that this is kind of a litmus test
for the invisible voter.
Exactly. We're going to see what the ratings are, see how popular Trump is.
See what happens
you know what's going to happen.
See what happens to the polls in a couple days.
And I watched a little bit of that. I watched probably 15 minutes while I was down there eating Leslie's amazing chili.
Yep.
And
she cooked the supper tonight. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah. And so Trump was getting really pressed by the Guthrie woman, and she kept interrupting him, and people from the audience would ask him a question, and she would interrupt his answer to press him on. It's amazing. So it's more of making themselves look bad. Again, they asked him to why he defended white supremacy, and would he condemn white supremacy.
Of course.
And he said, yet again, I condemn it.
Well, Ty asked me that the other day. He said, why do they keep asking me, why can't he just say it? And I said, because he's already said it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a control thing at this point, where if I can get you to keep saying it, I have control over what you're saying right now.
Right.
Like I think it's a control thing, and ego versus ego, media versus Trump. And that's just, I've already said it. Let's be done with it. But it's not going to work. If you're watching either town hall and kind of have us on the sidebar, why we should be the main thing. But let us know your thoughts on what's going on right now. Robbie Cruz already has, and yeah, he's getting blasted. Biden's getting coddled.
What I find so weird is that they always what?
Seth Miller.
Oh.
It's root beer.
Is the hooch. So
The hooch. I
haven't heard that in a while. Anyway,
back to
so
the 70s.
the news organizations will always say, "Oh, Trump's so egotistical." Is he more egotistical than a Chris Wallace? No.
Absolutely not.
What about a Jake Tapper? No. What about an Andrew Cuomo?
Well,
he is much less egotistical than any of those left wing.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. They're so self-righteous.
Well, I was, obviously there was supposed to be a debate tonight, a virtual debate. Trump pulled out because of the COVID stuff. And then it found out the moderator, Steve Scully, was supposed to be the moderator. C-SPAN just suspended him indefinitely.
Did they really?
Yeah. They did
Okay,
because he did lie. He said the messages between him and Scaramucci got out. And he said his Twitter got hacked, found out he was lying. C-SPAN. They're supposed to be... I mean, good
How
Lord.
bad do you have to be to get
booted
fired
from
C-SPAN?
Suspended
It's like the
indefinitely.
Dollar General compared to Walmart.
I figure Wolf Blitzer's days are numbered.
Yeah. But anyway,
Fox is looking. Fox is hiring.
Since our last show, we've had 2 debates, 1 canceled. Trump's been diagnosed and cured of COVID. Media's
by medicine that he fast-tracked.
Supreme Court justices have been grilled. Well, I say grilled. They've been lectured to.
And she's not handling the pressure.
Packed out rallies now.
Man,
and mail-in voting issues. Pelosi's losing it. Hunter stories dropped.
Turn up my mic.
And the WHO says lockdowns are bad. And then, of course, 25th Amendment. But
is that better?
Man, we got so much to cover. I think. Thank you, Miss Mary. We're turning. We can't understand. That's the hooch talking. We can't understand him, but it's. I
haven't
man,
really.
There's been so much going on.
Miss Mary hadn't really been talking, so I'm letting other guys talk tonight because I tend to talk a lot.
Well, I wanted to kind of ease into the just really, really quick. Have you not fallen in love with Amy Coney Barrett?
She is
metaphorically.
I mean, just her demeanor,
man,
and everything.
She's totally confident in herself.
Oh my gosh! And I mean,
she makes me feel stupid.
She's gotten up there, and you know, when Senator Whitehouse got up there and questioned her, had 30 minutes. How many words did she say in his 30 minutes?
I'm going to say
not a one.
We have to ask a
not
question.
Not a one.
Because he didn't ask a question.
Never did.
And he did it the next day for 20 minutes.
I saw where somebody, because they're obviously mad about this, but her approval rating is just going off the charts right now, even the Democrats every day. But someone said that the Democrats were acting in these hearings, doing the political equivalent of pooping in the dishwasher because you're getting evicted. So I thought that was pretty spot on there.
Hey, before this gets missed, Tennessee 5, your stuff was mailed out day before yesterday, buddy. It's on its way to you. Thank you for your support.
Hey, Leslie's watching.
Where's my girl?
Yeah, she's
anyway.
For you. And then what surprised me, I'm glad Cornyn pointed it out, because I mean, she looked like me in high school algebra, no notes. Didn't take a single note, and I appreciate that, because
she did not look like me in college because she was awake.
But man, it's just been so much.
That's
so
a feat
fast.
in itself.
Right.
With what she's having to sit through.
Yeah.
I mean,
did I ever tell you I went to sleep during the ACT?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard about it big time. I heard
it was
5 minutes in.
No, it was during the math portion.
That's the first part.
Oh, it's been a while.
He didn't. He was asleep for the rest. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, some people, if they're just trying to up their score in one area, they'll go in there and sleep through the rest of them. I think Jordan had already done that.
It's all strategic.
It's just strategy. Yeah. You know, if Miller, what's he say? If I was trying to do any more debates, period. I mean, he's packing out rallies. I think the enthusiasm's there.
I agree, Seth.
We haven't even discussed. We may get taken down for this. I hope not, because Twitter, Facebook are just can't say it.
Seth, do you think there are many independents? Do you think the country is 30% independent?
Well, it's supposed to be 35, 35, and
35, 35, 30 is what I hear.
Do you think it's 35 independent? So answer me that.
I don't know.
No.
I think everyone pretty much knows who they're voting for.
Oh, yeah. Now, in light of this,
I
think they're decided. I think there's very little undecided.
No.
None of this is going to sway.
Well, I want to know the people out there what your predictions are, what happens, and then I want to
dangerous.
Well, yeah, of course, it's got to get some comments in there, but we want to have a civil debate, unlike what you can have on Twitter, because it's nothing but trolls like myself and getting censored. So
man,
as long as we want to bring up fast food brackets,
like is that censorship a thing?
Oh, I don't know. Let's ask Let's ask Jack.
Ask Joe Rogan.
At Jack.
But no,
you think Joe Rogan's like, man, I shouldn't have done this.
Because Spotify's getting crazy. I haven't.
The employees at Spotify are like,
they're walking out.
Yeah, man. What do he expect?
Stop.
Eventually, it's like I've been saying from the get-go, when the left starts when you go so far left, it's kind of like NASCAR. You end up in a circle, and they're in a circular firing squad right now.
Yeah, they are.
And it's going to implode, and that's why it goes all the way back to when all this stuff started with all the BLM and things like that.
Yeah.
And me and a certain comedian kind of got into it over Twitter. I'm waiting on my apology. So,
well, also, I wanted to. Jordan was down there watching a little bit before, because while we were setting up and he was eating, he was watching the town hall, and I wanted to. He said, "You said Joe Biden said something about a mandate." So,
I wasn't watching Joe Biden's because I wanted to contribute to Trump's ratings, but
He's
in all
doing
honesty,
okay.
he's probably going to be
Watching,
good.
but
And so someone on Twitter by the name of DC Drano let me know that Biden had apparently called for the mandate of every U.S. citizen being vaccinated from COVID when the vaccine entered the scene. So
a vaccine that, if it comes out under Trump's administration,
will be dangerous.
Will not be mandated. But if it comes out, the same people working on it, right when he takes the nugget,
but what
have to take it.
Right. What gets me
I get
though,
it. I totally get
what
it.
gets me is Kamala Harris saying, "Oh, if the scientists say take it, I'll take it. If Trump says take it, I ain't taking it."
Okay.
Like Trump is back. Trump's
is the
he's in his lab coat down there saying, "Just doing that Aunt Jemima bottle. Let's try it.
Little bit of paprika. What is that? Throw it in there.
Give us some time."
like
Somebody get that monkey paw. We gonna make us a voodoo potion. Where's that
I
witch's
don't-
hazel?
Who in the world thinks Trump said, "I got it"?
yeah.
You know what?
Although I would not.
So dumb.
I would not put it past him. This is probably the greatest. No, I'm not going to.
Okay, so we have to discuss
Oh,
the 25th Amendment stuff, and then Pelosi's breakdown with Wolf Blitzer. Wolf Blitzer too. But I was
When he looks like a Republican this bad, he's called a Republican apologist.
she'll be apologist. Wolf Blitzer.
We got to play that.
Is
video.
that how full retard they go? I'm sorry. Is that
we
how?
didn't have the bleep button ready? But all right,
Is
go
that
ahead.
how?
I got to get that one. I think it's downloaded.
But anyway,
Is that
it's looking
how?
bad.
Is that how?
say it.
Now any
Spit it.
negative thing I say is going to be equated with that word.
Probably.
Is that the reaction
Yes.
when somebody challenges her just a little bit? Is that her
Well,
reaction?
who
Is to go,
challenges her?
what? That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody challenged her. Well, I mean, and now, like Alan said months ago, they're going to cannibalize their own. Because, and right now, it's all about.
You can see it happening right now.
She's the holdout right now on any sort of stimulus package,
And everybody knows that.
And like,
Everybody.
I think somebody may have even brought it up in the comments. But right now, a majority of America says Pelosi's fault.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God! Yeah.
And so.
And you don't mess with people's money. That's
you
what
don't.
like you don't mess with people's kids. You don't mess with people's money.
And you know whose money that you really don't mess with is Hunter Biden's, because that'll get you banned off Twitter, that'll get you kicked off Facebook. Dude, I got to know your analysis on this, because New York Post, 200-year-old newspaper. Even the press secretary got kicked off, and that's her.
Can you believe
that's
that?
what she's supposed to do, is talk about news, and that was a news story. I got to know what everybody's thinking about right now.
I don't understand.
Oh, I didn't even see the end. I watched the beginning of it, and I was like, "This is getting crazy." And then I had overheard the very end part of it, where she's like, "Oh yeah, you get out there and feed the homeless." I'm like, "No."
Who said that?
It's
Nancy. I didn't
Did you
know it
not
was at the
Did you
end.
not watch it?
Yeah, I thought all right, thank you for coming
when
on.
she
Was the
started
end of
repeating
it.
herself over and over again.
No, this was
No,
at the very,
at
very
the
end,
very
when he's like,
end.
"I appreciate you for coming on." I was like, "Oh, this video's done."
That's when they got into
That's
it.
when they got into it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I wish you could play that.
I will play it if
Play
if
the end
I'll
part.
play towards the end if y'all want to hear it. I'll play towards the end.
Yeah,
No,
we'll
I
play
wanna hear
towards
it
the
for
end,
sure.
All right. I'll
But
see if I can
anyway,
put it in there.
and now she's bringing up 25th Amendment. I think we all know what that's for.
Yeah. I think Kamala got in her ear, is what I think.
Do you really think Kamal's that powerful in the party? Though?
Yeah, I think she's got a yes.
Or she's
got a lot of
chosen one.
She's the chosen one. She's got a lot of influence in the Senate right now because she's the chosen one.
But she's not a high-ranking individual. She has very little. I mean, it's not. She's on.
Well, she's a
judiciary.
I mean,
committee,
she's a
but
sitting United States senator,
right. But she's not even. She's not the senior senator or state. She's not. I mean, she's.
It doesn't matter.
I guess you're right.
Matter. Look, everything is split up now by race and gender and all this.
I'm
She
kind
is
of
a
agreeing with
woman of color.
No, I don't think she's the leader. I agree. I actually agree with Robbie Cruz. The very few times I do, I think she's a pawn. I think she's a company man, and I think that whatever they tell her to do.
What company does she work for?
Moscow.
All of them.
No, you're probably not.
Apparently, maybe Burisma. Everybody apparently has.
What if that came out? Wow.
Well, would anybody know? I mean, thanks,
Probably
Jack.
not.
Okay.
But,
I believe I have it here.
all right, we got a little part of it.
Yeah, let me find.
But what do you think the play is, though? I mean, she's of course laying the groundwork for getting Biden out. Mm-hmm. But what's the play after that? I mean,
let me find
Kamala's president for 3 years.
By then, they are really counting on taking the Senate back. Really counting, keeping the House, taking the Senate.
What do you think the chances are?
I think the chances of that are maybe in the 35-40 range, but maybe even less. Because Trump is the senators that are facing a tougher election, their numbers are going up.
Yeah,
and those are a little bit easier to poll.
Lindsey Graham was down how much, and then he's up 6 and 8 today.
That was
Mark
I
Kelly.
love that, man.
Do you
like
how do you feel
Sam.
about
I like it.
How do you feel about Mark Kelly and McSally in Arizona?
That's a tough one. I don't know if she can overcome that. He's been such a staple there in Arizona for a while.
That's why I think Kelly's going to win that, huh?
Yeah, I that would be the one I could. It wouldn't surprise me.
Project Veritas, had that stuff come out about him and wanting to take away guns, and I don't know how that's going to affect him.
That's not good.
I was told.
Well, that's pandering for sure.
I was told by who was it that Project Veritas is fake. It's all not real.
Oh wow.
Who was that was saying that?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan said it's not real.
Did you see the rebuttal video?
I agree with him.
Yeah.
Did you see the rebuttal?
Do you really?
Rogan said that?
Yeah. Do
you agree with Joe Rogan?
Absolutely.
You shut up.
You a liar.
I can't.
Yeah, he come out. He put out a debunking Joe Rogan. He put out a response.
Rogan.
Well, he put out a response. He won't be invited on. He said, "Put me on your show." And he went through. He analyzed that little clip of Joe Rogan. It was about 10 minutes long, and he stopped every sentence.
Yeah.
And he gave his source, and then he showed video that he didn't even play. He said it's called editing. He said there's hours of video. He said, how much video do you want? I put together the part that actually showed a felony. Man. And then he would give if you get a chance to watch that debunking. Let me, but I have no idea what it named.
But now, what are you thinking about the Hunter Biden story? I mean, now there was a second one that got suppressed on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, man.
What else comes out about that?
They did a good job suppressing that second one. I don't know who else.
I don't know. I didn't even know about it until I heard it got suppressed.
Yeah, and so you'll have to go to New York Post website or buy their paper to read that one.
Yeah,
the fourth largest paper in the country. It's not like they're a conspiracy theory magazine. I mean, they're legitimate.
I think Twitter just cooked its goose though, because now the
totally
FCC.
agree.
Did you see the FCC chairman was like, "Okay, we're going to have to redefine this whole thing."
Yeah, it's they know they messed up. And that's why Jack came up with that statement.
Yeah,
but it's too late.
It's
too late.
Yep.
Now everybody's been saying it for so long.
Now you officially meddle in an election, and everybody can see it.
Yes.
Yep. That day is coming.
Because this is what Zuckerberg was saying. He's like, we have the power to influence 11 million votes, 11 to 20 million votes.
Yeah.
Now your suppressive stories and stuff, and you can say Zuckerberg and all them said that the communications director for Facebook said it can be fact checked by a third party, but we're not allowing it to spread. I'm like, okay, just like our meme, it got fact checked.
Yeah.
Let that be fact checked.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to disprove it. Is the problem? Yep. And so. Anyway,
man, just to feel like a big line was crossed yesterday.
Oh, big time! Big time. They really did, and I think you're going to see a lot.
As you know, there are Americans who are being evicted from their homes. They can't pay the rent. Many Americans are waiting in food lines for the first time in their lives. Can you look them in the eye, Madam Speaker, and explain why you don't want to accept the president's latest stimulus offer?
Well, because thank you very much. Wolf, and I hope you'll ask the same question of the Republicans about why they don't really want to meet the needs of the American people. Let me say to those people, because all of my colleagues, we represent these people. I have for over 30 years represented my constituents. I know what their needs are. I listen to them, and their needs are not addressed.
I just want to start getting contentious.
Does it seem like her
Many of
dentures
them
are
have
always
risked their
like
lives.
one smack away from
Okay,
falling out?
I keep thinking they're going to fall out.
Can anybody explain to me why she's got 2 sets of eyebrows? That's what always bothers me because it's like the eyes have sunk in so far.
And I think her dentures. I think she has upper dentures and bottom dentures are all front teeth.
You could lodge.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean,
Tell me her dentures don't look like 2 sets of front teeth.
You can lodge a golf ball in those eyes.
That's called cocaine.
So, all right. So they get a little.
It starts getting contentious.
Madam Speaker, but they really need the money right now.
Right.
And even members of
I
your own.
understand that, but
But even members of your
Look at her
own
trying to stop him.
Even members of your own
I'm
caucus,
talking.
Madam Speaker,
Excuse me, I'm talking.
Want to accept this deal, $1.8 trillion. Congressman Ro Khanna, for example. But let me just quote Ro Khanna, a man you know well. I assume you admire him. He's a Democrat. And
Yeah, this is where she totally.
People in need can't wait until February.
Yeah,
And we got to remember
other folks on the Democratic side. She just completely says, "Well, they don't matter." The Andrew Yangs, the Ro Khannas, they don't matter.
That actually know what they're talking about.
Right, but this is where she says none of that matters right now.
Always an apologist, and many of your colleagues apologists for the Republican position. That's nice.
Okay. Let's look at Wolf. He's like, okay, lady.
Say what you will about Wolf, and I've said plenty. His demeanor during this whole thing is so impressive. I mean,
I don't understand how you can keep an unchanged face during all that.
I'm pretty sure that
Shock helps.
I thought if that's his shocked face,
Could you imagine?
I bet he's terrible in haunted houses.
Oh my God! Could you imagine when he came home? He's like, I think I get it now, baby. I mean,
you know when they snap the picture of everybody screaming in the haunted house? What if his is, just like, I mean,
We're going to do.
Listen.
Nobody's waiting till February. I want this very much now.
Do
because
you?
People need help now. But it's no use giving them a false thing just because the president wants to put a check with his name on it in the mail.
That's really what it's about.
and she doesn't want him to get credit. But here's the argument back to that is that
okay, let's find her getting animated.
Somebody said if she says she's not going to come out and say it that I don't want him to have any sort of credit for this.
Right.
That's really what it boils down to, in my belief, is
thing.
that she does not want to allow him to take any sort of credit. But here's the thing: if she and the other Democrats are so convinced that the polls are true and Trump, and they've all been saying Trump is going to lose in a landslide like we've never seen, why would him getting a little bit of credit even matter?
That's an excellent point. And I had to get a. You
could probably sacrifice him getting a smidgen of credit because you're so convinced he's gonna lose. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're not thinking about it.
I just want to. I talked with a guy today that. Okay, and I'm sure he doesn't mind me saying it. I'm not going to.
Don't say his name.
Okay, no, of course not. But it was just. It's just like when we talk, and it's like, man,
it.
How do you really feel? How before you thought maybe he was going to be winning a landslide. I'm like, everybody needs to be prepared for anything. I mean, need to be prepared that Biden wins. But the thing that I had to leave him with is this: just trusting your common sense, because if every poll, including now Rasmussen, has Biden winning, why would you try so hard to suppress the person you're already slaughtering?
Right.
That does not make sense. Number two, that really dawned on me just a couple of days ago. How do pollsters
click on some of these comments because Seth's exactly right.
So I want you to ask yourselves, and I'd like y'all's comments. How do pollsters make money? You tell me. They were all wrong in 2016. We've heard for 4 years now. Pollsters are wrong. Gallup stopped doing their daily presidential poll. How do pollsters make money if they will not be allowed on network television unless they have Biden winning?
Nate Silver from 538 we talked about this. And
I told my client about he needs to check out 538.
He just brings all this home because that guy got it so wrong in 2016, and he was on CNN like, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and how does he make his money?
All right. Well, I'll get to the end of where they. Yeah. He's trying to say bye.
Yeah, he tries to say bye. We'll talk to you later.
Science should call the shot, and when they do, we should all
this is the end of it.
And let's hope they get more treatments. Let's hope they get a vaccine. And Madam Speaker,
Yes.
I certainly respect you, but I also respect Ro Khanna. I respect Andrew Yang. I respect members of the Democrats.
Yeah, Sarah. She's like, why are you
They
respecting
want a deal because so many people right now
Well,
are
the problem
suffering.
solvers, by the way, don't have any earned income tax credit or child tax credit in their proposal either. But let's not go into that.
Yeah,
You
we've
evidently
gone through
do
that.
not respect the chairman of the committees who wrote these bills.
I respect
and
all of
I wish
you.
you would respect the knowledge that goes into getting meeting the needs of the American people. But again, you've been on JAG defending the administration all this time with no knowledge of the difference between our two bills. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that to you in
All right,
person.
Madam Speaker, these are incredibly difficult times right now, and we'll leave it on that note. Thank you so much for joining
we'll
us.
leave it on the vote that you are not right on this, Wolf, and I hate to say that to you, but I feel confident about it, and I feel confident about my colleagues, and I feel confidence in my chairs.
And it's not about me, it's about millions of Americans who can't put food on the table.
Wolf's a Republican!
And we represent them. We represent
If he won,
them.
he just turned into one.
That's the part that really ticks.
them.
That's that ticked everybody off is
In our
when he
two
said
bills,
that.
And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that to you in
All right,
person.
Madam Speaker,
virtually.
these are incredibly difficult times right now, and we'll leave it on that note. Thank you so much
No,
for
we'll
joining us.
leave it on the vote that you are not right on this, Wolf, and I hate to say that to you, but I feel confident about it.
She's got to get the last word, just like a woman.
It's not about me, it's about millions of Americans who can't put food on the table, who can't pay the rent,
And
who are
we
having
represent
trouble,
them. And
who
we
are
represent
trouble
them.
getting
You do,
on
you itch.
these long food
And we
lines that we're
represent
seeing.
them.
I know
We
you
know
are.
them.
I'm just
We
saying.
represent them, and we know them.
They've eaten chocolate ice
We
cream out of
know
my
them.
freezer.
We represent them.
Don't let the
Yes.
perfect be the enemy of the good, as they
Oh.
say
It is
here.
nowhere near perfect.
Madam Speaker,
Always the case, but we're
He
not
wants to
even
say
close
shut up
to
so
the
bad.
good.
let's see what happens
top
because
of it.
every day is critically important.
So,
Yeah, it just keeps going and going and going. Let me.
just do something.
All right, we'll throw it to Jordan.
There you go.
Or me.
Yeah, I can take that out. There you go.
All right,
Should
perfect.
be back to all you
As you
can.
know, there are
No, it's still
Americans
playing.
who
Get
are
the
being
video
evicted
out of here.
From their
Okay,
homes.
take
Oh my! Who is the producer and the director of this? It's Chase.
This weirdo.
What?
I'm just.
Dude,
we got camera 1, camera 2, camera 8, which you don't want to know where that one is. But
I will find.
if I hit Jordan, say something. All right. Anyway,
Something.
well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
Here's the
go
thing
ahead.
is it's. I had a little something that had popped in my mind, and I was listening to somebody that really put the nail on the head. They said that, of course, when I see all this stuff, when I see voter suppression or them talk about stimulus stuff, and I hear Trump's going to lose in a landslide, and all this stuff, and the fake news, and
As you know,
all
there
this
are
good
Americans
stuff.
Okay,
who are
let-
being
okay, here,
evicted
let me
from
get
their
rid of this.
homes. They
Hold-
can't
don't-
pay the rent.
Sorry,
Many
folks,
Americans
we're learning.
are waiting in food lines for the first time.
It's only
in their
106
Make her
lives.
go
episode.
away,
Can you look them in
Alan,
the eye?
according to Seth Miller.
Had to change the source.
But no,
you actually could control that. But go ahead.
right, that's fine. But I know I tend, because I look way too deep into it, and I get really stressed and kind of irritated and a little uptight, and I got to thinking. I was listening to somebody, and they say, especially this cycle, but every presidential election, especially this cycle, though, we're too worried about all the world's problems. All the solution to all the world's problems are going to land on Air Force One, and the guy that I was listening to, he said it's kind of like a football analogy. 3 teams actually take the field. There's a home team, visiting team, and they're never going to get along. Never going to get along. They're going opposite ways, and you can't put them on the same page. But there's a third team of officials, and they're on the field, but they're not of the field, and they've been handed a rule book from a higher power, and that's who they represent. And that's one thing. You can be Democrat light or Republican light, L-I-T-E, but neither one of them are going to vote the way of the representative of the High King. Is what
Two
I'm saying.
things about that analogy. Number one, shout out to Nick Saban. Hope you get over it. And number two, that reeks of. I like Masvidal's sports analogy a little bit better.
Well, yeah, that was
his actually was. I mean, he nailed it. And I'd like to be able to play it without the expletives.
No, right. Well, you can't because they give a lot of emphasis. But the thing is that no matter.
Do you ever watch Masvidal's?
His speech?
Oh, yeah. I told
good.
you about it, dude.
Yeah, no, you sent the link. What I'm saying is he was giving this sports analogy, and I'm thinking Masvidal did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, being a professional
athlete. I had another sports analogy, but it was baseball, but I don't really
No.
I don't want to do it.
Yours is much more poignant.
You hate baseball that much?
I do hate baseball. But, no, it's just if you tend to get frustrated and you think that, I just can't stand it anymore, just know that presidents come and go. Elections come and go, but there's one thing that's always remaining, and that's we got to be representatives of another kingdom. So,
hey, amen.
Boom. So that's what keeps me from getting stressed. Anyway, real quick.
I did not expect.
Oh, wow.
All right. So, real quick.
Like Chase's out of Christian or something.
No, he is. He's just the one. He just likes to play.
What did he say?
He just likes to play.
He's talking about, all right.
So apparently, Teresa's not a Christian. Gosh.
She's talking about baseball.
Man.
But my baseball analogy, I'll save it for a different day. But real quick.
Are you talking about yourself? Teresa, I don't. That's not me.
Jesus is not a girl.
Real quick, we want to say that this show is brought to you by Billy Bland Fishery. Because if you enjoy, let me do it. If you enjoy fishing or just looking to stock your pond, or you have a tank at home or the office, then we hope you try the best name in the fish game, Billy Bland Fishery. They have all the sport fish you can imagine, from goldfish, minnows, catfish, koi, bass, crappie, and they have a variety of tropical fish. The best part is they'll ship right to you. And check out BillyBlandFishery.com or give them a call, 870-694-4811. Great folks, great family business that I know can help you. Billy Bland, where the name is bland, but you know it, the fish are not. So,
what?
We appreciate.
Yeah, man, you can grab an extra headset and listen. Yep.
We're still getting used to this.
All right. Hey, and I know you got a segment to coming up. I hate to throw wrenches in the plans.
No, you're not throwing wrenches because this show's off the rails.
I just want Tag had there's a YouTuber. I'm just gonna plug in your mic. Put your headset on, son. I'm just not gonna. Yeah, just you can listen. For those of you. You may not play video games. I know I'm
the Bears. Let's get it. Oh, let's get Rob. Come on, pop.
Hit add.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
the Bears. Thank you, Robbie,
for those of you who play video games, which I'm a grown man, I don't. But my son Tag absolutely
Let's
loves.
see if we can get him on camera. Where are we at here? No, that's me. There he is. Hey.
So there's your camera right there. So,
looking camera 3. Yeah, we're getting official.
Right, so Tag is a big time fan of a guy named Chewy Cat, who is this gamer. And I just real quick wanted to give a shout out. I sent out a message to Chewy Cat simply because we found him on Instagram. He's gotten millions of people to watch his stuff, but apparently has a new Instagram channel. We found him on that.
Okay.
And I wanted to get y'all's opinion on his raps.
Well, Jordan,
this guy, be nice.
No, we let Jordan do our rap commentary since he's kind of a hidden gem when it comes to the rap game. I mean, so I'll let you handle it, bud.
Yeah, I want you to.
What it is.
Yeah, I want you to be nice because he was a very nice. He did the shout out to Tag, very nice, and again, he's a pro gamer who happens to do a little rapping on the side.
And so a couple of
years ago, he wasn't. You could see his progression. And
imagine
so
if you went to
your
your high school counselor and like that was. I'm talking about when we were in school, Jordan. And they were like, all right, well, so we need to, what do you kind of have an idea that you want to do so we can kind of see what college and you know, we'll definitely help you do that. And you said, I'm a professional gamer, bro.
Well, you know, that's, I know there's a gaming degree going on right now.
There's now one at SAU, yeah.
That's what he wants to do. That's what Tag wants to do. But anyway, they were kind of cute, and then they started getting better and better. So Fortnite is a big one. If you get kids to play Fortnite, comment. I want to know if they play Fortnite. But there's a new game that is going viral that's got the worst graphics in the world. But it's called what's it called, Tag? It's called Among Us. And
what is that?
It's exactly. I don't know, but everybody's playing it.
You got it pulled up,
and the dude wound up. He did a quick rap.
Well, here's a quick rap, and we'll
so
evaluate.
What you think?
We'll let Jordan evaluate.
Go. I already hate it.
Just what?
There's an imposter among us. Who's coming?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, okay, it's cute. It's cute.
Imposter among us. Whoa. You got it bad. Run around looking for a killer, can't catch me. Doing your task, better watch your back. Funny how I don't sneak around, caught a hit like a batter runs it back. Finish the kill, better dip out fast. Run around the base, poke a face, keep on the pace. Murder in the place, all in your face, but you cannot relate the crimes back to me when you see that body bag. Oh, I know this all seems so intentional. Stab you in the bag, but trust me, nothing personal. Dip the vent, that is quick and so convenient.
So let's
in my ways and my lies are so egregious.
Okay.
Analysis.
I like that there's no cursing and no foul language.
That's right.
I like that.
I put that in the cons section.
Yep.
Nice little bass line going. He can rap. I could work out to that. So overall, 8 out of 10.
All right, so here's one more of his favorite ones.
You heard it here?
And I tell you what, here, Tag, I'll plug you in since you love rapping to this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but let's see.
Yeah, I'm about to rap.
Well,
so.
just let me turn your volume down. All right. All right, so I'll play a little bit of it.
Can you turn my volume down?
Yeah.
Darn it.
So.
I thought you were about to let me.
So this is all the
Raps about gaming.
Raps about gaming. This is
On the game.
This is Apex Legends, Fortnite, PUBG, and
No, just those things.
those three against each other.
Okay.
They say that I'm just for kids. Well, here, look around. All of the streamers you watch, who launched their careers now. I think that it is so funny.
The dude's making money.
Because hating is a cool
so is Blippi.
Even though you used to play.
True enough. That's fair.
Do you know Blippi? Yeah. I was about to tell you.
I'm grinding, tackling all of the competition. Don't tread to me when I'm still winning, killing. All you with the royals just suck, admit it. I can pass the crown, just wait, I'm kidding. You just mad that you can't hang, yeah, that's it. So savage, I pump, you spill it.
Good time.
This is the battle royale song.
Do one little bit, then I'll stop.
Top spot for the long haul. This is the battle royale song.
Waiting.
Here we go.
And the funny with your stupid cartoon game. Try the OG, the one that brought you all that success fame. Oh gosh. That's right, my lawsuit makes down another downward spiral of the
The kids love it.
When I pass out all dances, funny and cheesy, I know what my stance is. It's not gunplay and not a building.
Mine takes skill,
Good,
all
you
you
poor
poor
little
little
child
child
thing,
thing,
you
you
just
just
hide
hide behind your
behind
wooden
a
brick.
brick.
Makes me
It's
sick.
sick.
You say that you're savage, but I think that it's a trick. But I get
See
it. All you
his
had to switch it up.
face.
If not, it'd be a straight copy of us.
All right.
I bet he can't rap the salt and pepper none of your business.
Salt
I bet he can. Matter of fact, I got that video loaded up. All right. I told you that I would do that for Tag.
Appreciate
man.
it, Tag. We thank you so much
Enjoyed
for being
it,
on
buddy.
here. Thank you so much.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
All right.
All right, we
so
appreciate
that's
it.
Chewy Cat.
Okay.
Clean rap.
What a
for you.
horrible name.
Clean,
No, I
clean
was-
rap. It was his game name.
Chewy cat.
I was going to.
So probably didn't know that he would be a famous
Rapper.
gaming rapper.
I was going to bring up Blippi because I didn't know who Blippi was until
Never
my
heard of that.
nephew. Hold on, my nephew said, "I love Blippi," and I never knew. My sister had talked about it. We got to watch Blippi all the time, and I don't know. who
Chase
Blippi
could
is.
be Blippi.
My sister said the same thing, and I was. And then Britton started watching Blippi, and I was thinking, okay, this is garbage. But Blippi was going. It's not written well. But this guy, he wears funny hat, glasses, and he's bouncing around and goes to all these different places and does kid stuff. And we're gonna learn to count and all this kind of stuff. But I was like, he's on YouTube. He's on all this other stuff, and I went, cool, Blippi, whatever. And then it got. Britain started saying, I want to watch Blippi. Yeah. So we put Blippi on. He's got a ton of videos.
Yeah.
And then I said, surely this guy's, got a day job.
Blippi makes that paper.
Hold on. Let me get the camera on Jordan's face.
Oh, yeah.
Blippi's net worth is $40 million.
I believe that, and here's why. My daughter has Blippi shoes.
He's got
the dude.
Shampoo. He's got
oh my gosh,
toothbrushes. He's got all this crap. And we could have, man, I think Jordan would have made a way better Blippi for one. But yeah, since we're saying his name,
the salt and pepper. That's
a gift.
Just
whatever.
It's just whatever.
It's just a gift.
But speaking of kids stuff, I was going to bring up the fact that Halloween coming up. CDC says Halloween masks are not a substitute for cloth masks.
You mean the rubber Frankenstein mask with no holes in it?
The WHO
the Michael Myers mask that almost suffocated each year. This latex that doesn't allow anything in it is.
First of all, I want to draw a parallel here.
There's going to be a warning label at every suit shop.
I'm not. The parallel I'm trying to draw with the latex thing. Okay.
Yeah.
You're telling me my mask will not prevent against spit? Come on now.
No, and not only that. Okay, real quick sidebar about my Michael Myers mask. I had an old one. Something messed up on it. It got in a bad. I don't know if there was a chemical reaction. Part of it melted.
Here's the lie.
I spent so much money on this, and then it's trash. It's gone. Ordered a new one. This was a couple of years ago. Ordered a different one. Was not really satisfied with it. Used it. Got a few scares. Whatever. Then I went. Said I'm going to update this year. Ordered a new one. Brand new one. Just as expensive as the first one. I get it in there. It takes. Not only is it. Do I order it and it's expensive? It takes like 30 days to ship here. I'm like, this mug must be made from like legit lunar stuff, baby.
This dude is coming from China and it's got lead in it.
It takes,
and he's thinking they're in Amazon milking rubber trees.
Anyway, I get a text saying, "Hey, you got a box here at the house when you get here." I'm like, it's
so
here.
excited right now.
I love Halloween. Halloween's my favorite holiday.
Oh,
period.
Wow. Behind Christmas, no big deal. Easter, no big deal.
Halloween,
whatever.
Halloween. It's a religious thing for me. But
wait, that may have been. Oh, I'm behind. Sorry.
Anyway, I open the box. I drive home. I leave work. I'm taking off. I'm taking off a half day early. I'm taking off a half day. I gotta go. I gotta go. So I race home.
Lock up.
And I rip open the box.
What is it?
All right, let me just. I throw the mask on and I go look in the mirror, and if Michael Myers could cry, he would cry because it didn't look like the mask I had ordered, because it kind of looked like my great albino grandfather wearing Bare Minerals eyeshadow that just got a latest round of hair plugs. And it was
that would be much scarier.
This is terrible.
Do you have a picture?
No, because I was thinking I might throw it away, but I was like, I might use part of it. But so I got a different one. I was like, I've spent so much money on these stupid masks. But
if you would only wear them on Halloween, though, they'd be okay.
I know, but I wear them, at least 2-3 times a week. Wow. But anyway.
Oh man,
that was just a side story because I saw
a good one.
I saw the CDC chief said, and then Fauci backed it up too earlier. He said, if not outside, maybe cancel Thanksgiving.
And this is the stuff that's going to get Trump reelected. Yeah. People like Halloween. People love this time of year. They like Halloween.
Yeah. Okay, the math thing,
the
don't
holiday
understand.
season.
And if you can go to a drive-through restaurant at McDonald's, let me get the camera on me. If you can go to a drive-through restaurant at McDonald's or wherever, but you can't let people drive by and pass out candy.
I forgot I was on camera.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you messed that one up. But anyway,
Yeah.
There's a flag.
you got to tell me what you're thinking. If you're watching this,
Nobody's canceling Thanksgiving.
Cancel Halloween,
No,
regulate Halloween, or should we skip Thanksgiving altogether?
Americans like this thing. It's called freedom, and they're really tired of being handcuffed almost.
We want to lock the country down. But
I don't see it.
We want to cancel Thanksgiving at the same time. Something that the logic doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Well,
what you ought to do
CDC,
is
you trying to go by the WHO, and then
if you want to make it pleasant, why doesn't Joe Biden come out and say, "I want to make every day Thanksgiving"? Then we'd all be locked down, and eating turkey. And watching football. That wouldn't be a bad lockdown until
anyway,
the end.
Somebody said
occurred.
that Fauci is turning into the James Comey of the health of the health industry.
Dude, it's these unelected bureaucrats, man. They've been in Washington for years.
You got to listen to the science.
That was the thing. Is I was on the way over here just putting along, and I was thinking about that. And I said, you could seriously start over and say, we're going to have a fresh president, fresh Congress, all 535 of them, brand new. All of them think how I want to think. All of them believe in what I believe. All of them are, Bible thumping Christian, constitutional conservatives that believe in the Constitution as written.
Yep.
Nothing would change.
Nope. Because of unelected bureaucrats.
Because the executive powers and those branches under there that even Trump can't even get all the people out of, they're so deep. You're talking about EPA stuff. You're talking about you're talking about all of these agencies.
It's so vast.
If they make a policy, it's law. It is law.
Yeah.
And there's no way to counteract that.
What JFK, he said it. He said there is an element.
And now
you dare not speak above a whisper. Oh golly, when you have the top brass and people worry about what happens if there's a civil war or something like that. Let me tell you what's going to happen, because I got asked that question today. And and number one, there's only one party with the cops on their side. Number two, lots of military on their side. Number three, lots of veterans on their side.
Yeah.
Every redneck that carries a gun, every Democrat that has bought a gun since the rioting started, it would not really be much of a fair fight. So I really think people are just kind of getting a little bit over. Everybody needs to cool their jets.
Yes.
Because that's not going to happen.
Joe in score.
I forgot who it was asking. I think Tennessee. I think you're the one that asked that question about running in 2024. I do think it would be Jared Kushner.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I think that he has a lot of parallels with somebody that me and you've talked about.
Do we want to step off into that on this? Because that's
we call him AC.
We'll
just go there.
Before we get into that,
we are not the only ones in the world that think that.
Let's take a fast break here and go to, let's see, Seth. You know what would look great outside your home? Where's my music? DJ.
Oh, now
DJ, spin that.
Now you want the
music. You know what would look great outside your home or your business? A custom name log sign from Seth Miller and Miller Custom Name Logs and Chainsaw Carvings. Our buddy Seth can take a chainsaw and make some of the most incredible things. Not only does he make name log signs, which Alan has in his yard right this very minute, but he also makes all sort of lifelike sculptures, benches, and he makes mantles, so you can see everything that he makes on millerlogs.com. And you can like him on Facebook. He's got great videos and pictures on there of some of those creations. Or give him a call, 573-727-4470, or just stop by on him. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
He's located on Highway 34 between Piedmont and Patterson, Missouri. Let's see.
All right. Love it. Nice.
All right. Real quick.
Is Ice Cube becoming a Republican?
Ice Cube. He said he reached
that
out.
I took the red pill this week for sure.
Well, he said he reached out to both parties, and only one of them started to help.
Then
the second one said, "We'll worry about it later." Trump's administration said, "Come in now. We'll work on it. We'll change it right now."
Then today, so he got a lot of hate over that.
Oh,
okay. That sounds. I want to read this.
Okay,
Chase Emerson, I would have.
He's a lawyer. You know what I mean. I say it's law, but you know.
I would disagree with you because there's something like that. Well, what he's saying is
those policies,
it becomes law because it's policy, and if you have the ear of the president, it eventually becomes law. Because whoever this guy is named Scientist, we're going to beat the freaking crap out of him as soon as all this is over.
I know
with.
that
everybody wants to listen to science,
especially on certain agencies, especially on certain agencies, if they change a policy between year to year, and you say a lake policy or a lakeshore management thing, if they change it and you weren't aware of it, but you go out and you try to do a boat dock thing, they're taking it off. I mean, it's just they didn't pass anything.
It's a piggyback off.
Yeah,
but it is.
Some of that is a policy.
He can argue all he wants to.
You'll get fined.
Yeah,
well,
so you can argue that
apparently
it's not
very good
law
lawyer
per se. Yeah. Who is that guy for real?
That's Joel is a good lawyer, although I've only heard him once.
I'm not sure.
He got me out of a pickle.
If you're looking at the law, if you're looking at there's the catalyst to making law, and that's what Chase was more referring to.
Yeah.
So the assumption that it's going to become law. But you know what you ought to do?
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not as eloquent with my words.
You know what you got the Trump-esque thing going on about you.
There we go.
You know,
those they disgraceful.
But I was telling him, you know, how boss it'd be that if your next kid name him Science.
Yeah.
Everybody listen to that mug. We got to listen to science.
No, I was going to name mine The Experts.
Yeah.
That's twins.
I'm going to name mine Sources. Everything they say is true.
Sources say.
Yeah.
I'm going to name mine
But what I was saying was to piggyback off you, it may not be law per se or whatever that he said. But it is law because.
But
yeah,
so he would be the one that arrests him.
I'm saying that, like you got Fauci who's unelected. Fauci says what Fauci says right now goes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
it depends
because he makes these suggestions, and it just seems like people say, "Well, I guess we have to."
And that's the whole point.
Because people look at the authority of
it. And he's an epidemiologist who's been in Washington for 20 years, and he's served on several different administrations.
He's an epidurologist. Okay,
this is Fauci.
Right. Miss Q.
Yes, he's mute.
All right, there we go.
But whatever drug. That's all he's about.
Anyway, I thought, real quick.
Anyway,
let's look at some headlines just to kill some time. I saw this one. You know, our research team, our news research team, is so incredible.
We do crack research.
They go through thousands, if not millions, of newspapers, articles, magazines, and I really got to hand it to our crack research team. But we want smart kids, and children are our future. That's why I love this headline. That boom, discussing the future of early childhood education.
I feel like I'm on Jay Leno right now.
That's where I got the idea. So we throw that over there.
Hold on, I'll give you a sound effect with it.
Okay, perfect.
People laughing.
Try to help it. I was going to put on a laugh track, but
dang it!
Go ahead.
I saw this one because the gall of some people. Gosh, cat escorted off a train after being caught on board without ticket.
There you go.
Throw that one over there because that was crap.
You can do thumbs up, thumbs down on this.
Yeah,
don't dislike the video.
Yeah. But I will say we give a lot of crap to journalists, but journalists wait their entire lives to write a headline like this. I will say we got ding dong lawyer dinged for showing dong.
How do you stop that?
Also, this one, hey, that was not bad because that's.
Yeah.
Next one.
I'll be getting a message from Leslie any second. Okay, go for it.
My bad. Also, they wait. If you hated that one, you're gonna hate this one.
That's okay. How to see your anus.
Bang.
Oh,
Somebody waited for long.
man.
That's good.
No, that was good. That one actually was pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Every kid
Thank you.
laughs about that.
Yeah, because that's just a funny word. But we also had, and they say crime doesn't pay.
They ain't tried it.
Boom. Dog bite victim sues New York City for more money than there is on Earth. $2 undecillion, and I'll take it in fives.
Oh man, that sounds like one of the Covington kids.
No, that sounds like
That dude is set for the rest of his
that
life.
sounds like a doctor. I'll take
$3 zillion.
$3 bajillion.
Sounds like Joe Biden talking about the last minimum wage. Did you see the minimum wage? He's going to increase to $18 million. Did you see that gaffe?
Yeah, I did. I forgot about it.
I just changed my vote.
Okay, the next one, I thought, I love a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
I love a good Samaritan.
So did Jesus.
Bang! Florida man calls 911 to report himself drunk driving.
That's just good quality citizen.
Not in my neighborhood. It's not doing that here.
Oh man, that's just a good, solid citizen.
Saw this one myself. Nobody sent this one in to me, but I saw this myself. Thought that's an odd gift. Team surprises coach with cancer before game. So, surprise!
You may not like it.
All right.
Sorry, we didn't have time to wrap it.
I've got a box. It's not New Jersey's.
And this one was actually sent
That's
to us.
horrible.
This was actually sent to us by a listener. They saw it in their local ads, and I think it's something that we all could use right about now. It is
Meth. Oh,
Excedrin election headache medicine. So
election.
wow.
That's good.
I think we
good
all
marketing.
could use it. Appreciate all the people. If you got a headline, send it to us, or anything that you see in your local newspaper. We love it. Send it to us, especially Florida man stuff.
And
That
we'll
seems to
send
be
you
really hot time.
we'll send you a sticker.
We have messages on Facebook. Send us a picture, whatever. We love those headlines. So
Or the branded, I just got a bunch of branded presidential ballots that we'll send out.
He's lying.
FBI, he's lying. He's not. He's lying. It was a joke.
They're going to rip my. If they clean your house with, if they turn over your house, do they dust?
Yes. Hey, listen to
I'm
this.
going to tell them there's fingerprints everywhere on all the tops
Listen
of
to
our
this.
cabinets.
Voter to Biden. My question to you is, besides you ain't black, what do you have to say to young black voters who see voting for you as further participation in a system that continually fails to protect them?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Okay, there's got to
Wow.
be a video. He answered that.
Yeah. My phone's on 1%.
You plug it in. Plug it in. I got to hear the answer, and then
Not the first time I've heard. Anyway.
Yeah. You know what?
So
when he's done, we'll
All right,
plug it
we'll do
in.
that.
We'll plug it in here in a second.
I got to hear the answer.
Let's send me an autograph picture when he used the headline I sent in.
What do you have to say?
See, I love that.
Why are you talking during my video?
Because nobody can hear
Because
it.
it's a show. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
All right,
Jay,
ready?
I love that's where I got the idea. So, thanks for bringing it up.
Go for it.
So my question for you then is, besides you ain't black, what do you have to say to young black voters who see voting for you as further participation in a system that continually fails to protect them? So my question for you.
Oh, so it's just the question.
So
we'll get his.
answer.
We'll get his.
Or that may have been his answer.
Anyway.
So that'll be pulled down pretty quick.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I had another story. We were speaking about drive-thrus, or I was, because whatever. I was in Texarkana the other day. Went through. I was had to get some grub, and Raising Cane's. You know, we were talking about our fast food restaurants a couple of weeks ago. Our bracket, you remember?
Oh man, yeah, that was contentious.
I went to Raising Cane's to get some chicken fingers because that's all they serve, as you know.
No, they have chicken finger sandwiches.
Oh my God!
And anyway, all right.
Are we gonna go round 2 with that tonight?
I thought I might save that for the next one. I think everybody
needs
to
that. Cool down. They need to cool the jets on that one.
Right, needs to just cool it down. But okay, I was the most legit phone charger I've ever seen.
I looked up.
Where did you get?
Elon Musk.
Gosh,
I googled the best charger for an iPhone. That mug will charge it in like 30 minutes. Because it is built out.
This thing is made of Kevlar and wrought iron.
It's hooked up to a generator.
It'll get after it, dude.
Man, this thing's great.
Get after it.
What is this? It's a Lawson.
Sponsor needed, man.
Hey, throw it out here. No, I was telling you about the Raising Cane's. I went through the drive-through. Okay. I thought, we had some time to kill. I thought I was going to go inside and eat. Can't do that. Only the drive-thru's open. And so I get around there, and there's kind of like Chick-fil-A. There's a girl out there with a walkie-talkie, and and then there's her, and then there's what you normally order out of, and then go around to the window.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's there, and I pull up. What they're looking at.
Okay.
I pull up to the girl with
send me stuff like that.
I pull up to the girl that's got the walkie-talkie, and I roll down my window, and she says, "Yes, what can I get for you?" And I got all the kids with me, so it's a complex order. It's going to be chicken fingers and some drinks. So it's very complex, because I got 45 kids in there.
You ordered chicken.
but no, I got the kids' meals, what they all want to drink, and everything's different. So it takes me a little bit to finally get it all out to tell her. And she goes, "Okay, is that it? Is that all?" And I go, "Yeah, that's pretty much it." And over the walkie-talkie, a coworker in there says, "Are you still outside?" And she says, "Yes, I'm still out here." And she said, "Well, you can come on in because we don't need you out there anymore right now." So she goes, "All right, just pull up to the menu and order." You could just say.
Oh my God!
So I had to pull up to the window, and they're like, "Chicken, chicken, chicken." Once again, and
I gotta follow procedure.
I just went, "Okay,
God,
man, I gotta go through this order all over again."
That freaking sucks.
But she's standing. Seriously, from you to Jordan, from the.
That would have been so hard not to just do that real quick.
Can I borrow your walkie-talkie?
You have a fly on your hair.
What? Oh, my pants?
What? Yeah.
Mark of the devil.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Trying to say he's cursed.
Well, I was going to also. We wanted to get Alan's rapid fire answers because, he's too worried about producing a lot. And since some of that has been distributed a little bit, we're going to let him sit in the hot seat tonight. And I got some rapid fire questions for you right after we talk about one of our favorite folks here. We have.
I've never got my stuff ready.
Well, hold on. We got Brent and Courtney McHenry, because if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Magnolia or surrounding area, then you're in. Or if you need some rental property out that way, then Brent and Courtney McHenry can certainly help. They offer free comparative market analysis to help determine the value of your property. And they can help you find the perfect buyer.
Come on, man.
They also work with rental property owners. They can help you find rental property, plus they offer very valuable advice. They're great friends too, friends of ours, very professional, and they sincerely want to help you find the place that's right for you.
Oh, yeah!
870-234-1644 is how you can reach them. Tell them we sent you. And reach out to them and let them know how they can help you. Awesome. All right.
Hey,
Wow.
and we're back. What happened?
Okay.
Did you fart?
Maybe. But, all right. Anyway, we have a rapid fire segment.
I have not done rapid fire in probably 3 years, dude.
I want you to
Rapid fire.
And I do want to publicly thank Chase for taking over some production stuff, and a special thanks too because they love this.
Hold on. I got to give my fame. Compliment me again real quick.
I want to thank Chase so much for helping me take over some of the production stuff of Small Town Famous, because y'all have known it's tended to stress me out every once in a while.
No.
So I got the Elgato Stream Deck, and if all you live streamers out there, get one. I'll hashtag it in there. Put a link in there for you. Thank you, Elgato. This thing's a game changer. Chase's new toy.
One more time.
I don't have to even worry about it. All right. Only compliment you're going to get, baby.
Thank you.
But you do.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job. I didn't even have to worry about switching.
Are you trying to get out of rapid fire? Who wants to hear rapid fire?
Let's do it. Because I still have all this. That's my...
All right. Jordan, you're more than welcome to give your thoughts too.
But I thought you. Well, that just totally undermined me.
No. You're first.
That's like
your
you not asking me
first.
about the UFC fight, and I'm the only one that predicted it.
Your answer is obviously first.
Which
Jordan's
drives
a
you
follow-up.
nuts, right?
What's that?
That I always predict the winner of the UFC fights.
But you don't.
$100 said different in Vegas. I know that. And everybody watched the Israel Adesanya fight that I absolutely said. Somebody back me up. I don't know why Donald Morrison is Zing.
Win $10,000 off a $100 bill, and all of a sudden you can predict anything.
Israel Adesanya said would win. But anyway.
All right, here we go. Music, please.
That's why you don't have.
Sorry.
Hey, I'll turn the soundboard over to you, dude. That'd be fun.
All right, Alan. What would be the worst name for a gas station?
Fill her up.
I like that.
Dang, I'm always got good ideas. Don't ask me a business question.
You're wrongfully put into an insane asylum. How do you convince them that you are sane? Rapid.
It's rapid fire.
I tell them that I'm sane. I have no idea. I got to think. I got to think.
So interesting.
All right, go ahead.
Shut your
hit
freaking
him with it.
mouth.
How would you
do it?
I didn't
Now
listen.
that you have
I didn't listen to the
Okay, do it.
We'll let Jordan answer this.
I'm not the funny guy.
Okay.
I'm not funny
All right,
either.
here we go.
I'll do it. Go ahead.
All right, next question.
Okay, I'm ready. Let me get dialed in.
You're dialed in right here.
Go.
Ready? You're the first person to step on the moon. What you's recorded is for all time. What are your immortal first words?
It's what's with all this powder? No.
I thought you were gonna say.
Do you know what the street value of the? Do you know what the street value of this moon is? No. That's it.
Okay.
You asked me. That was my opinion.
Jordan. I want Jordan to answer this with two.
Okay.
Alan first.
Okay. A witch has cast a spell on you, and you're turning you into an inanimate, non-electric object for 1 year. To be changed back into a human form before the year is up, you will need to be able to get at least 100 people to touch you. What inanimate object would you be? And if someone says my mom's panties, I swear.
Your mom's bra.
Okay.
Man, I wouldn't say that, Mr. Ernie. The toilet seat at Macy's. I don't know.
You've been watching too much. You've been on the internet.
You asked for an answer. I gave you an answer.
You've been on the internet too
much.
much.
I'm just picturing you because I guess you're fully aware of what's going on, and you're just sitting there going, "Oh God, not again."
It's the quickest
like
way, though.
people want. It's like asking
Not
a dude
during
like
COVID.
It's like asking a dude what kind of doctor you'd like to be, and you're ask a 14-year-old what kind of doctor you'd like to be. They've got a certain a job in mind, and I'm like, yeah.
Nobody really ever thinks that through, do they?
It's not all supermodels. So,
Miss nailed it.
Alan, what?
See,
we've seen that.
did I ever tell y'all the juju? I got a I got a something in my.
See, same thing with Jack Daddy.
I got a.
You're fully aware of what's going on. I wouldn't say trunk stopper.
I need to tell y'all the story about the lady coming in to a doctor friend of mine saying she had a root in her juju. Okay. Give me tell the story. Remind me. I'll tell the story about the root in juju.
All right, we'll keep it going.
What?
A root in my juju.
Yeah. Both of you, what is the worst thing a person can put in their bio on a dating app?
I do not have to be registered in your state.
That's good. So
right.
Wow.
Jordan, you got anything?
81 of my 82 cats sleep in my bed.
Where does the other one sleep?
Teresa! You're exactly right. Thank you. Only Alec can stop rapid fire to tell the story.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my show. All right, you've just won.
I just saw, hold on, Seth Miller.
I like it. Seth with a surprise.
That's good.
That's good.
Pumping much. I said worst name.
And he's coming down
brilliant.
Next January.
Oh, nice.
Seth will be back in the studio, hopefully.
Sweet.
All right.
Anytime you want to.
No, you've just won an all expenses paid trip to anywhere in the world, but you can only go if you take 3 of the people you dislike the most with you. Who are they, and where are you going?
Just for laughs, it'd probably be Chase, Jordan, Fro. Romy would have to come if it doesn't cause trouble, and it would be Somalia.
Oh, wow.
The beaches are beautiful.
Man.
Jordan, anything?
Oh, man. I would go you, Chase, and Romy. And we would go to...
you only say that if you dislike us 3 because we're the only people you know. It's true.
It is true. No. Bunghai in India.
Bunghai?
I think that's the name.
I was going to say.
I believe that's
I was going to say Chernobyl or something.
Bunghai, India. I think that is a website.
All right, Alan. Scenario. You're now banned from the local library. What was the reason for it?
How did you know about that?
What was the end?
It was I've been from the local library.
You're banned
because I could not. I couldn't be quiet.
I couldn't. On their table.
There's so many answers I have that I cannot say. I kept reading War and Peace out loud while standing on the table.
Oh man.
Read it again.
You're banned from the local library. What did you do?
Local library.
Local.
I found a book.
Where were you at? The Library of Congress?
You're out of here! Where'd you find that? We have VHS only. We got Titanic on the 2 VHS.
Do you have it on microfiche? Do you remember that?
Yeah, you're out of here.
I Googled
Bunghole, India. Bunghai. Sorry, Bunghai.
I misspelled Bunghai, India on my Google search.
Oh, yeah, that would get you banned immediately.
I just thought.
Go incognito if you
go
that.
up to the librarian and say, excuse me, do you have a book on robbing libraries?
Man.
What do you mean I can't? What do you mean I can't? All right, Alan, if you could change what falls from the sky every time it rains, what would it be and why it cannot be anything of significant value?
Oh, wow.
It would be.
I tested this out on Ty, and he said mashed potatoes. If you drive in that, or if you catch a splooge of potatoes in the face, splooge of potatoes.
Oh man!
What is the measurement of a spooge?
I think we all have an idea.
I think it would be the cynic in me. It would be chocolate pudding.
Oh wow!
Because it would be tasty and it would be funny as well.
Oh, what I step! Oh,
Everybody licking their boots.
Oh wow!
Somebody hitting the windshield. Ooh, a cherry on top. That's a moth. Sorry.
Oh wow! All right, read it again.
If you could.
Good night.
I want to be able to rapid fire it.
You have got the memory of Joe Biden.
Oh wow!
Man.
All right, if you could change what falls from the sky every time it rains, what would it be and why? Can't be anything of significant value.
Mac computers that have not been updated.
Okay. All right.
That.
All right. Real quick, first thing that comes to mind. Don't even think.
Oh my gosh, that's impossible for me. But I'll try.
What's the worst tagline you can think of for a brand that sells wart removal cream?
This won't hurt a bit.
Man, that's actually okay. Dang it.
I can't. Don't ask me a business question.
It's not rapid fire. Jordan, you got one wart removal?
Read it again.
What's the worst tagline you can think of for a brand that sells wart removal cream?
This will remove the skin under the wart.
Wow.
And it'll hurt.
So you made fun of me.
Yes, I did.
And he got
That
laughs.
was terrible.
If you were put in charge of creating a brand new global holiday, what would you name it? How would it be celebrated? And what time of year would it be?
Augustine.
How would you celebrate it?
It would be celebrated in March, and we would trick or treat.
Okay.
I would change every Wednesday from Hump Day to Trump Day.
Oh, wow.
And I would just put out Trump memes.
All right, last two.
Nice.
Here, really quick.
Thank you.
What movie title best describes your life as a teenager?
Oh my God, Teresa.
Pee-wee's Big
awesome.
Adventure.
This is quick and awardable. So what was the question?
Now
I'm
you
glad I
are,
didn't hear
Jordan.
it. No, I'm glad I didn't hear it.
What movie title best describes your life as a teenager?
Freaky Friday.
All right.
The Longest Yard. Got them when I mowed that sucker.
All right, Jordan, what?
Oh, I could come up with more. A Few Good Men.
What?
All right. Here we go.
A Fish Called Wanda.
Jordan, what do you tell your biographer? What do you tell your biographer to leave out while they're writing your biography?
Oh, Google searches.
All right, go ahead.
My death.
I'd say years 7 to 25.
So philosophical.
Well, if I get to ask them,
All right.
I don't want them to write about.
Kill
Not
that
the
music.
moms.
We appreciate
Man.
all of our contestants on Rapid Fire.
They legit my high school years. For sure.
Really, you wanted to bring up Taylor volleyball.
I did.
I was trying to transition into sports. Ron, I come up with these questions. Ron!
Was that my dad?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, who comes up with these questions? I actually have a database now of questions I've used, and there's like 500 some odd questions in there now.
Every time
I do want to call you out.
Every time I see his name, I think of
never-
Ron Swanson.
Yeah,
Every time I'm like, really?
The birdcage.
Dad, one question mark is enough. I don't know if your question.
I think we're pushing double digits on that
I
comment.
think he's got a 95 PC.
The key
Change your sensitivity.
The key gets stuck.
He's got a Prado with a pocket knife.
There's use a 3/16 Allen wrench on the back.
All right,
that
You can
dude,
change your sensitivity.
Taylor volleyball. You text me the other day and say Taylor volleyball is killing it right now,
dude. And it's coached by none other than Miss McHenry.
Oh,
and she has done a fantabulous job.
I thought you meant Jordan over there.
So they wound up. Here's the deal:
national champs.
So we got. They had we had started a brand new sport, which is odd when you go to never happened
especially
before.
for 1A, a school the size of.
That's right. So
they
300
don't have
kids.
volleyball teams. Football teams, no.
Because we actually have to, like, our district's going to be like in Little Rock and that kind of stuff. But for the first few years, when you first develop a team, you have to just none of it counts, and it's basically just for practice because you're going to get slaughtered. And so we created a volleyball team and practiced most of the summer between the quarantines and stuff. And they started playing. They played against themselves at first. And we're like, hey, this is pretty neat. You know, they're actually learning how to do it. It's not like at what you see at church camp. Mm-hmm. Then they played a game and they won. We're like, what the crap?
All right.
So
Beginner's luck.
Yeah, of course, right? Because they're trying to figure it out. Well, we go in, we're 5 or 6 weeks into this and we're still undefeated. And we're playing a bunch of, and you can throw it off to, we're playing a bunch of private schools.
Yeah.
So this isn't like private schools in Louisiana where they recruit people. These are like private schools in Arkansas have a different level of athletics, but no offense. So anyway, we're like, wait, we're still undefeated. So we finally play a high school team. That was going to be our last. Well, we was going to play Magnolia, and it's 2020, so a hurricane hit Arkansas. So they canceled the game, but then oddly enough, Magnolia was undefeated, and they wouldn't reschedule with us. So our last game was against El Dorado High School.
Okay, El Dorado is a 5A school. I think it's a 5A school, maybe 4 or 5A, I believe.
Yeah. And they're getting ready to get their conference seasons part of the season.
5A school, Taylor 1A, first year to ever have a volleyball team. So.
Nope, and only a few girls had ever even played organized volleyball at all.
And what happens?
They didn't. El Dorado didn't win a match against us. Junior girls beat them in 2 straight matches. Then the senior girls beat them in 3 straight matches.
Wow, Taylor!
So Taylor went undefeated in their first year. It doesn't count, but that tells you what's to come. So super proud of them Taylor girls.
But speaking of winning first games, the Razorbacks won an SEC game for the first time since 2017 the other day.
I heard that the coach is
2020.
And then they should have beat Auburn, but
oh my God,
we were talking about referees earlier, but
that was a robbery.
I know this goes for basketball, so there's 5 players, on the court, for each team, but
got you on tag.
My granddad would have said, during a basketball game, because his teams that lost never lost fairly, and he was like, "You can't beat 8," and Jordan's not. Let's look.
You can't do what?
You can't beat 8. He's talking about the referees. But, yeah, what did you say about the Sam Pittman's the coach Arkansas now? And see, that game, Arkansas's winning by 1 with no time left. They try to spike the ball, but he fumbles first. Quarterback for Auburn turns around and just spikes it behind him. That's technically a backwards pass and a fumble. Arkansas, I think, recovered it, but the whistle had blown right before they got it. Oh. Therefore, they did not have possession, and
the timeout.
They kick a field goal and win.
Yeah.
It's just sad. Arkansas should be 2-1, 3-1, 2-1 in the SEC. So anyway, and LSU,
now Alabama.
Seth, I'm actually
poor LSU is
politics.
They're not LSU ain't LSU anymore.
Politics.
But the boy Burrows is actually doing pretty good. He's actually proven he can play in the NFL.
Yeah, that's
doing pretty good. We need to do that little segment and then call her wraps because we are almost an hour and a half in.
You know what? Let's hang up on somebody. Call them up.
Yep. So we did this last time.
I don't care who it is. Just call somebody
that it became a little segment. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
We did the Tide to Fly.
Let's just hang up on somebody.
And I got a friend in mind.
We'll ask him how he's doing, I guess. If they answer.
Hello.
Mark!
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
Good, man. The thunder from down under. Mark Tanner.
What's happening?
As always.
What's happening down in Texas?
Good, man. Just, living.
All right, that's hanging up on a friend. Appreciate it.
So, what do we got next?
That was really all I had, other than, we were talking about the NBA Finals, how LeBron's running around saying, I got the 4th championship, I'm the greatest player ever, the Lakers. And then I think pretty much universally, we're like, nobody cares because it was like not even a full season. Nobody.
I think only 20 people watched and like 15 were on their team.
Yeah.
So... Which means I don't even think the opposition watched.
No.
There was a great meme, and I can't remember what it was, but something like, who cares? I can't remember.
I don't care.
I don't remember. Nobody cares. But I tell you one person did care, Adam Silver, because you talking about backtracking.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. This summer we recognize what was important, but we think maybe we went a little bit too far. So next year there will be no social justice warriors.
No, they're taking the stuff off the jersey, the messages on the court.
I want to tell you a secret.
I wonder what happened. Did they just stop mattering?
It'll never be the same.
Like
Twitter,
you're talking about
the goose is cooked.
Again, I think y'all remember me and you had talked that I didn't take COVID seriously until they canceled their season because that's a pretty huge decision with all the owners getting together.
And then everybody followed suit, NFL and everything.
And that was like, holy crap, this is for real. That's billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And now they had an opportunity to play by doing all this stupid crap, which anyway, I'm not going to get on that rant.
Seth said that's his new.
But I like watching. I like watching the NFL. I like watching the NFL because I like watching the stands.
Robbie's right on them
because they're slowly building back up.
I agree, Robbie.
I like that, and it's funny watching those stadiums. Of course, like you're in Seattle. Yeah. We're close. Nobody stands. You got that ambience. And it's like they boo bag calls. And so I'm like, who is deciding this?
Who's in here?
And you can hear like as the tension's building and the crowd gets loud, and you're like, it's so freaking fake.
Well, also, Florida, the governor there, Dolphins Stadium, he said 65,000. Open it up.
DeSantis is the man.
He is.
That's who I actually hope runs in 2024.
But
we wouldn't be shutting down, I can tell you.
Real quick, we'll get back in just a hot second, but we do want to give a huge shout out to Cottonwood Farm Design Company, because if you're looking to decorate your home and want it to look amazing, then Cottonwood Farm Design Company has exactly what you're looking for. Cabinets, tables, signs, all sorts of decorations that would give your home the warm, rustic charm that you'll love and your friends will too. Check out all their designs and even make your own at one of their sign parties. You have an idea? They can bring it to life. 5-star reviews out the wazoo. Because Cottonwood Farm Designs are built to last. You can go to their Facebook page. They have a ton of pictures on there. And Instagram. Of course, Cottonwood Farm Design Co. at gmail.com. Or you see their number on the screen. If you don't, if you're just listening to this, it's 910-220-5867. Go ahead and go give them a follow. And they... my gosh. It's like a barrage. It's a bombardment. Anyway, we appreciate Cottonwood Farm Design Company.
We do. Thank you.
And that's, if anybody's got some things that I know we've been trying to keep up with the comments, but we may have missed a few. But anything that we didn't touch on. Has anybody did anybody keep up with the town halls? Anything interesting come up other than Jordan's been trying to keep up with some of the things that were said? But, we hadn't been able to follow it. We appreciate everybody for sticking in there with us.
Yeah.
And didn't tune out, or they may have us playing up the side, but comment away. We appreciate that. And
next time I do on election day, I'll try to figure it out. I finally found a place today where you can figure out how to bring in the website and do it live and stuff like that. So anyway, because certain channels do allow you to rebroadcast their stuff.
And and since there's every other
coverage.
week shows, we can get behind because news moves quick. We've tossed about some ideas on those weeks that we don't have a show.
Yeah.
We do a little small something because not everybody can always be available and have a set time. So you might see something on those weeks that there's typically not a show, a little small thing, and we're going to bring in some guests and stuff, hopefully on that, and we'll be getting all that set up hopefully soon.
And 2020 is just, you never know. Last week, and we apologize about not putting a post out, last Thursday we got hit with the quarantine because this contact tracing stuff that makes absolutely no sense. So when you can have one kid quarantined and not the other, even though they live in the same household. But that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. I guess exponentially, you would wind up contact tracing everybody in the United States if that occurred. So anyway, we didn't get the podcast.
No, don't forget if you have headlines or questions, headlines and stuff,
or money,
send them to it. Send us those questions for Miss Nelda. Even I'll take suggestions on rapid fire questions because man, Ron did hit in it. Who makes these questions? I do, and sometimes your mind draws a little bit of a blank, but no consistency. That's right. We take pride.
It happens.
We take pride in our non-consistency. But
yes, Seth, that's a good question. I'm just behind on it. My bad. It actually is very easy to do, and I just after we've done this, it's like we just flush. But I need to go back around and put them back on iTunes again. My bad. So I will put them back on there. But they do live on YouTube and on Facebook.
We didn't get to what Romy did. I hope we needed to call Romy or next time he's on the show. He sent us some interesting pictures. We'll have to share that next time. I won't spoil it.
And some interesting information about California and possible election momentum in SoCal.
Right.
So, because I did ask what these guys, and I'd like to know what your dark horse pick is.
Yeah.
About if you believe Trump is going to turn a state red, that is usually blue, what state do you think it will be?
Or what are some folks?
I picked California. That's my long shot. You picked New York.
I'd have three, actually.
Which is really good. New York is a good one.
So, New York State, Minnesota, or Hawaii.
Okay. Yep.
Hawaii. I haven't seen those polls in Hawaii, but I was hearing that one's some numbers are changing there. But what were they?
It's just I haven't seen one poll. I'm going off of people that live in Hawaii and who have what's the word? Clout there.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good.
So, did you say on that?
Well, you hooked us up with the trip.
Right.
Real.
But anyway.
Right.
What?
Okay.
And I don't think this. I don't think the senator from Hawaii is helping a whole lot with ACBs.
Did you see the picture or the her asking Judge Barrett? Since you've been a legal adult, have you been accused of inappropriately touching a colony of pygmy goats? It's just stuff that you really like. What does that have to do with it?
Kennedy? Do you like soft puppies? Mocking Harris. What would have been funny is ACB would have said, "Oh, you said legal adult." No.
Well, the wording of it was so weird because it was very specific.
These people are
sick.
They're so sick.
And she said, "Ask everyone this." I mean, how many people have you actually nominated?
Right.
How many confirmations have you been to? And that's going to be one too
going
many.
into Starbucks and like, can I get a venti with mocha and hazelnut topping? By the way, since you've been an illegal adult, have you molested a miniature horse?
Yeah. Well, and then when she answers no, then she goes further and says, "Well, if he had to pay out in a lawsuit because of it."
Yeah.
Well, if I've not done it, chances are I probably didn't get sued.
But
if you had said, yes, I did get sued for it, but I've never done it.
Right. It was a weird. She didn't ask it in order, I thought. But there was one thing that she did kind of point out was.
I thought you were going vape cam. Senator
Leahy, I think he's one of the main rankings. He's been on the Judiciary Committee and has been part of confirming, or the process of confirming the justices. Every single justice that's on the Supreme Court.
Wow.
He's been on that same committee that long.
Term limits.
That is, that's too
He's
long.
seen them all come through there. Every one of them.
That's insane to me.
Man.
All the ones that are on there. It's unreal.
What was your blue state turning red?
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually going to make a even bolder prediction.
What's bolder than California?
Come on, man.
I see red states turning blue.
Oh, God. Thanks for that. I hope Leslie wasn't listening because now she won't be able to sleep tonight.
Remember what I said earlier. No.
I have a dark horse one. Puerto Rico.
Oh.
What? All right.
That will happen in 4 years.
No, I think Masvidal has sealed the Puerto Rican vote. Like
the governor of Puerto Rico endorsed Trump.
Then he endorsed him. Yeah,
she endorsed him.
That's the craziest. They ought to go ahead and make it a state and say, and they can vote right now. Why not just go ahead and vote right now? We'll set up a website.
What did they say? How many? 16 million people have already voted right now.
It's like, it's over that. It's almost 20.
Is
I
it
thought
20?
this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I'm understanding.
Arkansas opens the 19th, I believe.
Yes. The absentee balloting, they've rejected around 40% for being filled out incorrectly.
But this is where
and the majority of the ones that were received in good order, the majority of them are Republicans. So suddenly you see you got to get out and vote, baby. You got to get out and vote.
Well, yeah.
After watching that naked ballot PSA from Mark Garofalo, well, whoever played the Hulk. Ruffalo and Amy Schumer. Did you see all that?
The naked thing?
Yeah, they got naked. To tell you, so that's how smart these people are. They're going to get butt naked.
Sarah Silverman?
Just so they can explain to you, like you're a sixth grader, how to fill that out. And how insulting!
It's grasping for straws.
They think everybody is stupid.
Well, here's the argument. I think, of course, this sounds just off the wall, but
2020, baby.
2020. They don't mind if ballots get thrown out. Follow me now.
Good.
Down this rabbit hole. Is that for every ballot that gets thrown out, that is someone that has been disenfranchised and has lost the right to vote. Therefore, their civil rights have been violated. We'll see you in court to contest this. Mm-hmm. That's how things can turn.
And
after the third.
And Rudy Giuliani and Jay Sekulow are leading the defense on that already, and they're already preparing.
Yeah, well, I hope so. But
it's, I think everything's going to go off really. I think it's going to go off without a hitch.
Rudy is powerful.
Is he going to run for New York City mayor again?
I've heard that.
Well, Trump said he needed to.
He needed to, and New Yorkers are calling for something because they're
so mad.
Because at first it was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's like kind of seedy back in the 70s and stuff because they'd turned basically Times Square into like a Starbucks with an M&M store. And now they're like, no, you actually could just get murdered. So they want Giuliani back.
It's turning it back into the early 90s.
He would. You talking about a landslide? Oh my God!
Even the criminals are googling broken window theory.
It's amazing. If you don't know what broken window theory is, look it up. Giuliani's the man.
He is the man.
And people that thought he was unhinged earlier this year, every time he would come on Fox News and he'd have that doggone grin on his face like, I know something you don't know. And he would never say, but he did. Knowing he had a hard drive back in the old gun safe.
No,
he was going to blow up.
Well, no, speaking of things people know is with the whole Hunter Biden laptop thing. That laptop was left at that computer store in Delaware. After 90 days, he never came and picked it up when they tried to contact him. So that's why it was in legal possession
That's
of
right.
the guy. He got it to the FBI. This was back in April of April-ish of 2019.
Which means Chris Ray had it, didn't do anything.
Nothing. Hold on.
That's right. That's right.
So
and they issued a search warrant.
Hold on.
Okay.
Trump mentions, I think it gets up to the FBI. You're looking at about September-ish is what they're saying that Trump may have known about the laptop.
I'm trying to avoid the frame.
Right.
I can't figure out the camera.
Well, they're saying September, and then John Roberts says September 2019 is when he asked Trump himself about the collusion stuff and the Russia stuff, and Trump said, I want you all to keep climbing this ladder of the Russia hoax stuff because it's going to be a longer fall on the way down. This was last September.
Who said this?
Trump said that to John Roberts.
Man.
And Roberts said today, he said, I think there's something going on with it. And, John Roberts got mad last week, about I'm tired. I had to ask him these questions. He said, there's something going on.
Yeah, because he said, I'm getting sick of this.
More.
There's such a reckoning going on right now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
It's a bigger deal. That's why they were grinning like a Cheshire cat.
That's why they're going to do everything to get Trump out of there because Trump is about to upset
he's broke
the entire order.
Yeah. He's broke the system.
He did. And all these people, when you're talking about the deep state, I know that sounds more conspiratorial than but you're talking about everybody's pretty much in on everything.
Yes.
From media, big tech, all these politicians, all these
down.
agencies, all these people that have been in there forever, forever and ever.
Don't forget about the E guy. That there's
the Insight guy?
EPST.
Okay. Yeah.
There's something kind of
there's
goes
so much
in.
there, man.
The thing I can't understand, and I'm assuming he's going to do it after the election.
They don't want
is pardoning Flynn. And there's got to be some, because they've already talked about it.
Oh,
yeah. And I'm wondering too with Barr if this isn't some another little chess move that him and Barr have talked, and he's like, look, I'm gonna call you out in public because everybody on the GOP.
Show?
No. Trump's gonna call Barr. Yeah, he's gonna call Barr out. That it's gonna either go down as a sad AG or he go down historically as one of the best.
Yeah.
Because the GOP says when something's going to happen, make something happen, make some kind of arrest, and Barr's kind of pulling back. If he says, I'm going to blast you publicly, because maybe they know that they're going to win because they don't want this to look just like a political ploy. They leak all these October surprises, which this October, we already knew. October 2020 was going to be crazy anyway. In an election year especially.
There's still half of it to go.
And we haven't even dug into all. They hadn't even dug in deep to all the Epstein stuff, the Biden stuff.
No, they're just now starting.
It's going to be bombshell every day.
Because Flynn has not even been.
That's why we need this show more than once every other way.
Well, there's a reason why Flynn hasn't been pardoned yet.
Yep.
There's a whole lot going on. So
sure is.
Do you think Flynn comes onto the administration in the next term?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I think if he'll accept it, so he may be like, yeah, no, I've had enough of all that of DC. But I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be an interesting year. So, but everybody does need to get out and vote.
Yep.
In person. You know what else? I don't know what that's about, but I appreciate it.
I think
yes,
she's.
Chase.
Yes, Chase.
Yeah.
You ain't used to hearing that, are you?
No. I get told I have a headache.
Oh my goodness.
Let's Anyway, we want to give a huge shout out to Alan, take it away.
My girl Lexi G. She's got an Instagram and she is blowing it up. She is a social media influencer. She's getting big on Snapchat, and she is selling stuff through Like to Know It. So if you go and you look at her, check out her Instagram, follow her at Life with Lexi G. Check her out on Snapchat. Check her out on all the social media channels. And when you have an opportunity to do so, if you like what she's wearing, click on like to know it. She gets paid. And we thank you, honey, for sponsoring us and for cross-promoting us. And Lexi will soon be working with her daddy. So.
At Life with Lexi G. You see it right there. Yep. If you haven't already, go ahead and go follow. We appreciate it.
And if you get a chance, go listen to her music. She's also got a Facebook music page, and she still does some singing.
Go ahead and make some moves. And
choose your fate or someone else will. Look at my girl.
Hashtag Vate.
Don't come.
French.
Don't come out of it with knowledge.
Man, just straight up wisdom.
Golly, that was awesome. Honey, that was incredible.
We also want to give a massive thank you for, I think, our longest sponsor here.
Yeah.
And that is our friends at Regional Hospice Care Group of Louisiana, because nothing is more important than family, and we all want the best care for them. And that's what Regional Hospice Care Group of Louisiana offers: quality and compassionate care from a wonderful staff that's dedicated to families, with a full-time physician on staff that even makes house calls. You can give them a call at one of their 2 locations, Minden and in Shreveport, Louisiana, at 318.
Hello?
Okay. Oh, you changed the sound effect on me. That was pretty good. 318-382-9396, or at the screen. You see it on your screen. 318-524-1046, and let Regional Hospice Care Group of Louisiana care for your family. Okay.
My hands are clean.
All right. What? If you've liked me controlling some of this, except the sound effects, tell me a thumbs up or thumbs down, because I've been on these cameras like crazy, baby.
It's fun. And I've got thousands more.
But we appreciate everybody for.
Just want to try them all out.
Oh my gosh. For tuning in with us.
It is.
Okay,
Well, they're trying to say.
What is she doing? I don't know. Where'd she come? We're not ready for you.
I got to go home.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in and sticking with us. It was a long show today, but don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment, share this video, and don't forget to tell your friends. And if you don't mind, you can also go to Patreon and help support the show. We got some new lighting, new signs. We got all this cool stuff, and we'll have some merch and whatnot. Your side's bare. Sorry.
And Mr. Dickey is coming soon with our new broadcast
We're getting a
desk.
new broadcast table coming, and we got so much
painting the studio.
We're gonna do some rearranging, and we got more content coming.
Ben Shapiro this thing up.
YouTube, go subscribe and hit the notification bell. I always forget to do that. Patreon also, and then you didn't hit it. There you go. Hit subscribe, and then we also. Don't forget Patreon. But we appreciate everybody for tuning in.
We do.
And here's my, you told me how to do this earlier. We got our clothes. But
we do.
I'm new to this, and I like it. I like it a lot. Here we go.
Do it, baby.
We appreciate everybody for tuning in, because we're small town famous, and we are out.